Welcome to another video, guys. Today I'm gonna tell you how you could be soloing Amius both normal and hard with just one single champion, which everybody should be having if they're playing the game for over half a year, which would be Leminisi. The cool thing about her is everybody got her for free just by logging in, and we also got a 5-star perfect soul for her as well, so that makes it very easy to actually get it done. But there are some pretty weird things happening, especially on normal, so it is definitely worth watching the video till the end. I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be awesome. And don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday and Thursday, where I do free account takeovers for you guys so you can enjoy the game even more. That's actually where I got the idea for this video from, because somebody had a problem with Amius, and somebody from chat told me just slap in Leminisi in there and that's gonna get the job done, and it really did first try, so that definitely was good. But now when I tried doing it on my account, I definitely had to work a lot harder than I was supposed to. Anyway, if you want to support the channel for free, download Rage from my download link and start yourself a second account for free with tons of extra amazing champions as soon as you start, and you're also gonna have 48 hours to use the promo code section for an extra amazing legendary champion. But now let's get into it. Okay, like I said, Leminisi is the champion we're going to be talking about today, and some people say you can use her without booking her, and technically you can, but it's going to be even more miserable if you ask me. And the really important skill she has would be the heal reduction, guys. With this bad boy, you will be able to block Amius from using his healing, and that is going to help you stack tons of damage thanks to your 5-star Brimstone, which is also no questions asked, you gotta include it. And like I said, we did get this back in the day for free, so that is going to help you big time, gives you a ton of extra HP, a ton of extra defense, extra accuracy, and obvious 60% chance of placing smite. Definitely ain't no joke. As for the relic, you are gonna be very happy having yourself a golden elixir slapped on her, and if you do have the epic gem unflinching, that would help you big time as well. Reducing the damage by 5% from bosses definitely helps a lot. As for the masteries, here's what I went with. You could go a different route. I know some people go for the extra defense at the end, some other people go for the extra turn meter, but HP, I'd say you can't go wrong with it. One very important thing not to be taking here would be this thing. I know it does look like it makes a lot of sense, but Cycle of Magic could be a problem for you, because if this 5% procs, Amius is going to be switching forms faster, and that's not going to be good for you. But even if you already have this, it's not the end of the world. It just becomes a little bit messier, and it might cause you some problems where it's not supposed to. So yeah, do yourself a favor, do not take this. If you already have it, try the boss and see if it works for you, but it might actually cause you some problems. Other than that, the defense tree definitely helps making the build a lot easier to fulfill for most. But if you have yourself some crazy gear, you might also consider the offense tree. But getting all of these defensive stats definitely is gonna help you. This one helps big time. This one's good. This one actually doesn't do anything for you. This one doesn't matter much. This one also doesn't matter much. This one is very important. The others are kind of whatever. A little bit of extra counter attack, ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, the rest are kind of whatever, honestly. As for the gear, what do you need? Well, the only thing you really need would be a 4-piece regen set on her, and you basically need to be around 200 plus speed, have a good amount of HP, good amount of defense. Obviously, depending on normal or hard, this is gonna differentiate, but you could be using the raid stages tool so you can actually see what kind of stats you are gonna be needing, or at least what kind of speed and what kind of accuracy. And here's what it looks like going for normal. The boss is gonna have 350 resistance, so 375 accuracy would be a good idea, and he's also 200 speed fast, so he's not the fastest out of the lot, but also you need to get yourself some speed too. When we move to hard, the stats become a little bit harder indeed, and he's gonna be 250 speed, so definitely quite formidable, and the resistance goes up to 450, so you will need close to 500 if you want to be landing the debuffs 95% of the time. You're still gonna have a 3% chance of getting resisted even with 1000 accuracy, so keep that in mind. Sometimes the game is fucky like that. Also, guys, do let me know in the comments, is this guy actually a part of the Corrupted Alliance? Because she does actually have improved accuracy against those, like she is gonna be ignoring 50% of the target's resistance if the targeted champion is from the Corrupted Alliance, and he kind of looks like he is from the Corrupted Alliance. Like, he kind of looks like Carnage, but he's not exactly Carnage, he is Amius. But yeah, Carnage himself is from the Corrupted Alliance, so I don't know. Technically speaking, maybe you are not gonna need all of that accuracy, but just to be safe, might as well bring it. Anyway, what are you looking for here? Basically, you want yourself a good regen gear with HP on the chest, HP and defense and speed everywhere else would be helpful. And yeah, get yourself 4-piece like that, and that is gonna help you big time. And for the gloves and boots, technically you could give him 2-piece immortal, but if you're missing a lot of speed, maybe you can give him a couple of speed boots. If you're missing a lot of something else, you can give him something else. But yeah, I'll just slap a couple of items here, and this should be enough for hard. hard. On normal, things are actually harder for me. I don't know why, guys. The boss literally does whatever he wants on normal for me. Do let me know in the comments if you guys have some ideas of why this might be happening, but for hard, the boss is actually acting the way he's supposed to, whereas on normal, he starts doing some really weird stuff, and he's using the convert debuffs into buffs even when there's no debuffs on him first, which really breaks the tune for me for some reason. I still managed to beat him with basically just Leminisi alone on both difficulties, but the situation is very weird right now, and I can guarantee this works well on hard, but on normal, it is absolutely fucked up for some reason. Okay, so when it comes down to the boss, when we are talking about hards, technically speaking, you could be using yourself an aura champion here that helps you somehow. Like, you could increase your defense, just make sure you're using it for all battles. Like, if you're missing accuracy, you can put yourself Mephrala or something. If you want extra defense, you can put a defense champion in the lead. If you want extra speed, you can do that. In all battles, it's important. So yeah, you could be getting yourself a little bit of extra stats this way if you're struggling. Just make sure it's for all areas and not just for dungeons or something, because that's not gonna work. Technically, you could just put Katuna in here without any gear. She is just in here in order to die. But yeah, if you're missing some kind of stats, you could be doing that. But I'm gonna show you the run with literally just Leminisi in the lead, and her aura does work here, but it really doesn't matter much. So yeah, here's the way we go into the fight for hard Amius, and let me show you the recording I did for this. And here's how it goes. You basically just A1 forever until you reach the second form and the boss is ready to swap out. So let's just wait for that to happen, and if everything works the way it's supposed to, the boss should be very predictable here, but for some reason in normal he is not. Okay, so now notice this little crescent here. Once it goes down to 2 or to 1, that is when you want to be heal reducing. Here I decided to do the run and use the A3 only when it's 1 turn left, and there it goes. We have heal reduction, the boss swaps form, and he uses his A2 first, which basically gets prevented from healing. In hard, for some reason, he goes all over the place. Sometimes he uses the A3, sometimes the A2, I really don't know. Do let me know in the comments if you guys have some kind of idea about that, but for hard, he is very predictable, and he basically goes almost always the way you would expect him to. So that's why the strategy is actually very good for hard, and I will be basically clearing 3 out of the 5 Amius rotations with just this single champion alone. You could be using this without any books, but it definitely does help, because without books it's only 75% chance of dropping the decreased healing, and I don't want to be living life that way, so there's that. Again, we drop the heal reduction right before the turn. Again, he uses his A2 first. And the smite is basically gonna chip him down. And another very important thing is you want the boss to be dying when he's in his first form, which is right now. Even though the background is kind of bugged right now, it's supposed to be the blue moon. Right now it's in the red, but as long as the boss doesn't have this protected buff here, this means the boss is ready to get killed. Goes down to 1, we use the A3 right now. Block that healing. And he does use his A2 again. Leminisi's A2 could be helpful, by the way, if for some reason the boss decides to convert your debuffs into buffs. That way you get to actually steal them and just remove them. But if the run goes the way it's supposed to, it should be working for you. I literally spent half my day basically doing this shit. For some reason on normal, it is just fucked up. Literally does not work the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna show you a few recordings. I still managed to clear it, but I had to change the strategy drastically. But let me not confuse you with that right now while we're in hard. Here it is actually working the way it's supposed to, so enough about that. Couple of more minutes and the run should be done. Heal reduction again. There we go. Hoping for that smite to proc. To be fair, you don't even need 5-star Brimstone here, but we did get it for free, so if you have it, might as well. But yeah, Brimstone is basically the way you deal the damage with. It is working like a charm here. Like, it's so weird it's working so well like this on the hard stage, but on normal, it is literally all over the place, and you're gonna get to see that real soon. There we go, reduce that healing, Brimstone is active, and now the boss will be dying on the next move with frickin' ease. There you go, easy. And this was Amius hard. I already cleared it, so no rewards here, but yeah, the rewards are absolutely massive and definitely very worth it for anybody to really try hard here to do this thing. So yeah, really important to get this boss done, and being able to solo it with just a single champion is honestly kinda insane. One thing to mention here is I do have a ton of good Cursed City bonuses in this zone, so I really have an absolutely stacked Leminisi right now without even trying. Like, look at this, plus 20 speed, a ton of extra HP, a ton of extra accuracy, that kind of stuff, but you don't really need all of these crazy stats. I'm kind of in the way. The speed definitely can be lower, the HP could be a little bit lower, the defense could be a little bit lower, and the accuracy, 400 should be enough, honestly, and if it's not, just put yourself Mifrala in the lead and that ought to get you there. When it comes down to normal, I have read that if your Leminisi has way too much tankiness, if she has way too much HP and defense, she starts doing weird shit. Here's some guy that said reduce your defense slightly or reduce your health slightly, since he did have this issue where the boss literally does whatever the hell he wants. Like, he swaps form and he starts with A3 instead of A2 even when there's no debuffs on him, but if you swap him over to this, it actually kind of works for some reason. Here's a clip where I literally tried the boss without having a boot, without having a glove, and it actually kind of works. The boss does actually kind of work. This is on normal now, and I also started doing the A freeze even before we swap over to this form, just so we can reduce a little bit of extra healing, but honestly, you can still just do the A free when it's time to swap forms for the boss. But yeah, you're gonna see right now, it's one turn away, we use the A free, and now since we have lower HP and defense, the boss still opens with the A2, but that only works until a certain point. After that, it kind of goes fucky again for reasons. I don't know. Do let me know if you guys understand why this happens, but for me, it literally makes no freaking sense, guys. It literally works until it stops. Here you go. Uses the A2 again. We're awfully close to the sun here, by the way. But it's literally without a boot and without a glove. We drop the healing again. He does what he's supposed to, but at a certain point he literally stops. The cool thing is, at least on this run, I actually did manage to kill him, even with the bug. But it was in the wrong form, so it wasn't actually a successful run, but if it can happen on the wrong form, it can happen on the proper form as well, so at least it is some kind of proof of concept still, but I really don't get why it's this weird, guys. Sorry for ranting a little bit more in this video. Like, I'm literally genuinely annoyed. I literally had to spend more than 4 hours to figure this shit out, and I still don't have a definitive answer, which bugs me even more. But yeah, raid do be weird like that. From what I've heard, they have been tweaking Amius here and there behind the curtains without telling anybody anything. And strategies like, for instance, Neri used to work back in the day, but they have fixed that, so that no longer works. And maybe they've been touching something for Leminisi as well, but I don't know. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't. Look at this now. I think now it starts doing the fucky thing. So yeah, this Leminisi right now is around 230 speed. That's without the boot, I think. It still worked, actually. It still did what it was supposed to do. There we go, he died in the wrong form, so this is where things went fucky, actually. Now he converts, now he heals back, and I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. But yeah, I do believe this seems to be the culprit. When you're fighting hard, go hard with the gear, but when you're fighting normal, this literally is enough. Like, you can just go like this. In terms of stats, I mean, like, this was the stats I was showing you right now. It was gonna work, but since he died in the wrong form, and then it basically kind of reset itself, so I literally did not want to spend a single more minute in this freaking mode anymore. Here's the stats you saw in that video. About 71k HP, about 3300 defense, and about 230 in terms of speed. The accuracy 465 is way overtuned here. We did not need that much, but yeah, you get it. Basically, against normal, you gotta go with a little bit more modest build. Against hard, you can definitely go hard. So yeah, all around that's about it. I really hope you found the video helpful, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be awesome for me, because this video really took a lot longer than it was supposed to. Thanks again for watching, and if you want to support the channel for free, download Raid from my premium download link and start Raid the right way. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Chris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.